He took a knee as a counter, as basically a legal knockdown.
And if they do?
Yeah, but the ref said no, but the judge could still count it as a knockdown.
Oh.
For battery.
Turn around.
Violence.
Put your hands behind your back.
You got handcuffs?
Gervonta Davis has once again found himself in hot water following the investigation of his case with Steve Willis, and the boxing community simply can't stay silent. After the New York State Athletic Commission rejected Lamont Roach's plea to overturn the majority draw verdict.
Me versus Tank.
Yeah,
so it's like, with him, with his pride and like his ego and it's hard for him to even, want to get on the phone with me, want to reach out or put all that other to the side. That nigga just got too much ego, I guess.
But where did the beef come from? Because it seemed like he really don't like you.
Nah, he don't.
But why? Like, what did y'all do? Because y'all was cool at one point.
Quite straight enough. Not quite timed enough. Not quite the right angle. Bang, it's all over. Oh, like my Italian friends would say. Mwah. Nick Baffy, God bless you, the thin man.
Oh, something funny. When we was talking in like the 12th round, I think the 12th or 11th, we was talking shit, right? But he like, you ain't gonna win. I said, why not? What you talking about? He like, they ain't gonna give it to you.
The Washington fighter escalated the matter by calling for an inquiry into the events that took place in Davis's corner and the exchanges with the referee. It was only after a thorough probe that authorities uncovered recordings of a discussion between Gervonta Davis and Steve Willis. What were you thinking, Tank?
What you was thinking when Tank did that when he took the knee? What you was thinking when he took the knee?
I can't speak on
it. Can't think on that? He did some bullshit though?
I can't speak on it.
No personal opinion, nothing?
Yeah, especially you.
I don't know what happened with the referee. Maybe he was a little starstruck. Maybe he was a little, because he loves Tank. He loves New York. He loves the big lights. The referee with the eyes, He's like,
Especially when I seen the other coach on the ring, and the inspector told me one time I got to look over there to see it. He tell me sit down. I'm yelling at him. Who you talking to? I'm coaching. Leave me alone. And he let this guy get up the ring and wipe his fighter down the middle of the round.
You even hear morals.
What went through your mind when you dropped to one knee? I can't really say. I can't think about that. He did, though. I can't really talk about it, No personal take on it, nothing. I don't know what happened with the ref. Maybe he was a bit overwhelmed. Maybe a little, caught up in the moment. He loves Tank. He loves New York. He loves the bright lights, The ref with the intense eyes,
Is that a DQ? This is not basketball. This is not, This is not basketball where, wait, hold on, my ankle hurts. Hold on, let me take a timeout. You don't take timeouts in boxing. It just doesn't happen. Whether he had something in his eye or not, you have to fight. There's 3 minutes to fight. So if you take a knee, if you go to your corner, the rules are the rules. And I don't know what...
Should they have counted it as a knockdown?
He took a knee because something was wrong, that he thought it was wrong, that he could do that. He probably thought he was still in the amateurs. In the amateur, take a knee.
Yeah.
It's things that you do sometimes. It goes flashback when you was younger and you think you could still get away with it. That's what it was.
Yeah.
The conversation contained enough damning content that, while it hasn't been made public, it was enough to land Gervonta Davis in legal trouble, forcing him to defend himself in court. Lamont Roach also pointed out another controversial moment in the 9th round, but his claims were dismissed by the commission. However, that's where the authorities made their misstep, and now the flawed decisions of the New York State Athletic Commission have placed Davis in a precarious position.
You gotta understand, can't underestimate the underdog, bro. He's hungry, They wasn't giving him no credit. They were making it see it was a slouch, you could run over. You can't do that in boxing. anything can happen. You can have a great night, believe that. You got to believe in your soul, and I think the key was it.
In round number 9, Gervonta Davis takes a knee, landed a right hand, then 2 jabs afterward. What were you thinking when this happened? Were you surprised as everybody else? What was on your...
It grabs your attention. Oh, wow, look at that guy. He's on the outside. Yeah, he slipped 4 punches. Bop, bop, bop. He threw back, then he was gone. He was gone. Where'd he go? Yeah, wow, that's sweet science. Yeah, but when you're inside in a dangerous place, you don't get scorched. That is high level boxing. That is the sweetest of the sweet.
While some in the boxing world have expressed their opinions, many haven't shown much sympathy for Davis. Prominent figures in the sport, including retired champions and active competitors, have weighed in on the situation. Some believe that Davis's reputation and stardom have given him undue protection.
Who won Tank or Lamont?
Everyone's got an opinion now. This is my opinion.
Sure.
It was a great fight. It was a close fight. Depending on what they do with that decision of taking the knee, depending if the commission reverses.
I feel like hopefully this could be the little something that gives Gervonta a little wake-up call to take him back to the mindset of maybe where he was.
Do you think New York State overturns it?
No. No, I don't think they do.
So, fine.
Man, I was surprised, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like I thought it was a 10-8. Like that's what really was going on. Like, but like I was confused when he looked at the ref, but when he took the knee, I was like, and I grasped the concept that he was on the ground. I was like, that's a 10-8. Yeah. Simple. So I was like, all right, the ref started counting. When I'm looking at him, I'm like, the ref started counting. But I see him get up and go to the corner. So now I'm just like, all right, now I'm confused. I don't know what's going on.
Did you think?
While others argue that the scrutiny is just another chapter in boxing's long history of controversial decisions. Regardless of which side people take, the undeniable fact remains Davis is in deep trouble, and the consequences could alter the trajectory of his career.
I did not go for an immediate rematch if they don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the reality is can the state call for an immediate rematch? I don't believe they can, the commission. It's really up to the governing body. I mean, the commission can overturn a decision or rule on a decision, but can they order a rematch? That really has to come from the governing body.
Towel in his hand.
To me, I didn't think he was stopping the fight because I was so focused on the ref counting. Like I didn't think he was stopping the fight, but then again, like when I look at him in the corner, I'm like, what is going on? Like I don't know. I don't know now. I just don't know what's going on. Besides the fact that I want this to be a knockdown because it should be.
And you asked him, right? Why you stopped counting?
Yeah, I asked him literally. I said, why you stop counting?
Now, to Lamont's point, you will see it and you will hear it. Him ask the referee to keep counting.
Meanwhile, Roach has continued to push for transparency. This isn't just about me, he stated in a recent interview. This is about integrity in the sport. We need to know that fighters are being treated fairly, that the rules apply to everyone equally. What happened in that ring wasn't right, and I won't stop until the truth is out there.
Now, I thought Lamont won. Who you thought won? Lamont.
You thought Lamont won? By how many rounds?
I don't know. You still want Davis?
I'm sorry. I'm terrible. I am, but I'm ashamed of myself. I am so cynical. But this sport has made me cynical. I'm sorry. I don't see anyone's going to reprimand this referee. What are they going to do?
With the legal battle looming, Davis's camp has remained relatively quiet, only issuing a brief statement dismissing the allegations as baseless attempts to tarnish an elite athlete's legacy. However, insiders suggest that tensions are rising behind closed doors, and Davis may be feeling the weight of the accusations more than he lets on.
One thing that's kind of baffling is that it wasn't a knockdown. I mean, look, he wasn't hurt. There's no doubt about that. But if you take a knee in the fight and you touch down, whilst punches are being thrown, it has to be a knockdown. I've heard some people saying, that he should be disqualified. He went back to the corner. I don't that, to be honest with you. I mean, I think that's a warning. But it's a bit of a bizarre situation. For me, like, there was a lot of people in boxing that were saying that this is a really tough fight. Like, Lamont Roach is a serious fighter. I said it might not be the biggest profile fight, but it's actually quite a tough fight. And Shakur said to me, like, even the day before, I'm telling you, he's going to have big trouble tomorrow night. And
The commission, now facing backlash for its handling of the situation, has promised a more thorough review of the evidence. But will it be enough?
We need a national commission. That's the only thing I could think of, but we're not getting one right now. But the last thing I want to say to put a bow on this one, Bud, we talked about the controversial part, but I want to finish with the great part. That was high-level boxing. Thing that goes with it. And the contrary to what a lot of people think. Oh, that was just slugging. That was just fighting. No, that was high-level boxing. That was the sweet science at its best. At its best. I mean, a lot of people think sweet science with this separation, and
Will Gervonta Davis escape this scandal unscathed, or has his once unshakable reputation finally met its breaking point? As the boxing world watches closely, one thing is certain: this story is far from over.